It's the time to get down.
The OT, only 3.
Yeah.
Well, come on, we got a lot to do. It's been crazy in the Crenshaw area. That's right. Come on, get up and stretch your wings, everybody. Flap your wings. Get your exercise on. Swivel your hips. You know, that gets hard when you get old, you know? Okay, I don't know. I don't know.
That's wrong.
Come on!
What's up, you guys? You know, if you think somebody's here doing a dance, it's the Earth Mother herself.
Yes.
It is the Empress DeVoe. I got you. All right, let me say the gracious goddess of Pack Stereo. She likes that one, don't you? Hey, you guys are right. You're trying to figure out what's happening here in Leimert Park, which is next to View Park, which is next to Windsor Hills, which is next to Baldwin Hills, which is
Let's just say, it's even I could run that far. That's how close Leimert Park is.
That's right.
5 short blocks, or the equivalent of what y'all would think of as probably 2 city blocks.
There you go.
You know, little teeny blocks. So,
Right, that's it.
We're going to tell y'all about it because we went down there.
And you know what? But believe it or not, it wasn't wise that we did that. But to tell you the truth, it really wasn't that bad. It was overblown. It was overblown. That I can say this. I have not seen that mobilization since I was in South Central.
One might even call it a little bit provocative.
Yeah, it was. The Trayvon Martin.
To me, when you do that kind of stuff, even those of us who are kind of conservative, you make us want to strike out at the police.
Yeah.
Because it goes back to that same old stuff. Okay? I always tell people, I'm not afraid of the protesters, I'm afraid of the police.
Thank you. And that's all I was worried about, is that they mobilized their effort at a junior high school right down the street.
To protect us.
And we're ready for, this is their show of strength as a regular protest that went very, very organized.
Never protected me before.
And they took care of their business. And then the teenagers said, hey, let's go in here and step on some cars. And that's what they did. Ran down the middle of the street, disrupt traffic, some light vandalism.
Yeah, you had fools. See, that's the thing. It was a complex night, right, Vic?
Yeah.
With multiple elements.
Yes, it was.
You had the police. You also had some idiots. And you all had a bunch of very, very dedicated protesters.
That's right.
So like the world, it's not black and white.
Right. And the picture you end up seeing is the picture that's painted.
That's
right.
right.
When the media's down there, it's the end part of the story that, yes, it was an organized protest. It was a few, maybe 100 that was outside that protest that really was going around saying, hey, let's make a party of it. And their party is to run up and down the streets. That's all you got to do. So stay out of the way and don't be an accident.
Let's do what we came to do.
That's all I can say. You know, you're looking good, goddess.
Come on. Be careful.
You know what? You're looking.
I'm cool.
I know you are.
Thank you.
All day.
Hello, PMC and Mac. What's going on, you guys?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I can hear me.
Yeah, you know, and I don't know why stuff is acting up. It just is.
True.
You know, so let's look at you. Okay. Oh, you want to look at the ring? Okay, well, that's one. Your nails look good, too.
No, yeah, okay, they're all right.
All right.
Are you catching that ring? Isn't it beautiful?
I'm looking at the ring.
It's mother of pearl.
Wow.
And I bought it from a sister called Sultry Touch, her clothing line and her jewelry. Sultry Touch in Chicago. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you for turning my mic up.
You have
that's our headphones. I'm dealing with this. I keep forgetting. Are you sharing? I didn't turn your mic up.
I'm not sharing my
I didn't turn your
with you.
mic up. I turned your headphones.
That's right.
Oh.
That's right. That's why I'm laughing.
No, because we put in this. You know what? It's my fault. I mean, I take credit when it works. So I got to take credit when it don't work.
Yeah, she's
my
upset.
design. But sometimes you put in stuff and you go like, "Why did I do that?"
Right. That's okay though. It's okay. She's got her own control, and actually, I serve as her headphone volume controller.
That's right. He is my engineer.
That's right. All day, you guys.
All day.
Now, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this extra overblown, what they call gathering of young people going a little wild. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that, right?
Well, I mean, what's a lot? I hope not.
3 minutes.
Well, here's the thing.
3 minutes.
Here's the thing. You know, there's a bunch of aspects to it. What I did is what's amazing. And I'll show you in a minute we come back. We're going to go and take a look at what some of the citizens have said.
Mario said, what I did was amazing. Are you patting yourself on the back?
Well, I
again?
actually meant what I did was find some amazing stuff.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's sometimes I'm a little dyslexic. But this is what I did, DeVoe. I went to YouTube and searched. First of all, it's amazing how fast this stuff. So you guys, I didn't want to get into it yet, but we're going to come into it. I went to YouTube and searched. And when you go to YouTube and search Crenshaw, look at this. Crenshaw protest Trayvon. That jumps up, and you have 2 pages of videos. So I thought we would come back and look at some of them.
All right.
But I didn't watch any of them because this is all this morning stuff. After I got back, from doing my walk, watering the plants, the little deal.
Right.
I went looking for it just occurred to me, let me see what people posted, and boy, oh boy. So it's all up there. Now, here's what's so funny, you guys. Here's what's so funny. And we're going to show this later. I also went to RT.com. Russia Television, they have outposts here in the U.S. What's that on the front page? Riot arrests in California as protests turned violent. That is right in the Crenshaw area once again. Famous on RT. And this is essentially 2 blocks.
And what's so sad is that, we need to be representing out here in Los Angeles.
I just want everybody to know it's a fortress over here at the studio.
We're supposed to be peaceful, laid back.
We are peaceful.
I can see it happening in New York or
because
Chicago,
you don't know
where they're a little tight, but we're supposed to be laid back, and this is what we do.
All I can tell is that there is a pepper spray outlet on the internet that you can get. They will ship the pepper spray. They got every kind of pepper spray, every kind of shock device.
Yeah.
Anything you want and non-lethal.
Right.
You got
They got it online at a discount. Okay, and they will ship that. Now, of course, I myself would not have purchased enough pepper spray to take out a city block.
Never. No.
You get 1 or 2, and then you're done.
I'm just saying, the studio's a fortress.
Thank you.
Please don't come up here. Please don't. Please
wow.
don't.
Hey, look,
we got everything from fireworks to
they were cracking fireworks last night.
I've seen worse celebrations after a Lakers championship.
Well, that is true.
This was like,
they really hyped it to make it seem.
Yeah, it was super
Yeah, they get
hyped.
a picture of the guy with the camera right
there.
And it was only, what happened was, because the helicopters have been going over us nonstop for 2 days.
Thank you.
3 days now, right?
Yeah.
3 days of helicopters.
They promoted it.
They took over the local junior high as their command station.
Yeah, and they're racing down the street.
Right, they're going down the street like there's emergencies where there are no emergencies.
Then they just turn the lights off and then cruise.
10 deep in the cars.
Yes.
See, the reason why we have an attitude, because those of us who grew up here, we've been through this before. We've been through all this stuff. And there's a whole thing, that's why the residents don't respond the same way. You would think we would be going, thank you, police, thank you.
Right.
No.
Not like that.
No, even though we don't appreciate the knuckleheads either. Right. Those are the same knuckleheads out there after the Lakers win. Every time the Lakers win the championship, it's the same knucklehead.
Yeah.
They ought to just go
right.
And they call it
profile.
And they call it a celebration riot.
Right. So don't mix it up.
Right.
There were wonderful people down there protesting.
All over
peaceful protests.
Actually,
we even did our show ourselves and talked about how it was. DeVoe, we talked about a laying on of hands, a time of sharing each other and supporting each other, and the principles involved. Because what we were talking about, it was the system we condemned.
Right. Yeah.
We didn't. It was not even a matter really of the individual. Like we reminded people, Zimmerman's mother didn't do anything.
No.
His brothers didn't do it. I said, so a lot of times out of these things, innocents always suffer.
Yep.
Innocents always suffer. And that always occurs. So there's more than one perspective to all of this, and we're not about hate.
I have a question.
And go on, baby.
Zimmerman doesn't look like of the Caucasian descent.
No.
He looks very Latin to me.
Right.
Yes.
So...
And a lot of times these names, for historical reasons, they have the names that mix into the cultures. The other thing you may have noticed about it, we talked about, even though they're not allowed necessarily to go into that, to many of us, he has obvious psychiatric disease. He has a blunt affect. He has textbook things. When you go look up psychiatric disease and watch him talk.
Yeah, when they did that
stuff
interview.
they have in textbooks.
Yes.
Yeah. He's so he has an issue.
Oh wait, PMC said his father is German and his mother is What?
Yes.
Cuban?
What does that say about you?
Well, you knew he was Latin. You knew he was Latin.
I'm not from Cuba. I thought it was South America.
You know, Latinos have this thing, you know, and everybody in California thought they all were Mexicans. That's so bad. I'm Nicaragua.
Yes.
You sure he's Cuban and
Yeah.
not Puerto Rican?
Yeah, they got him.
See, well, that's everybody has their own takes on this, okay? So since we went there, we might as well go on and go there. Since
Are we going
Well, we
further
guess,
into it?
because you guys dragged me.
We dragged you?
Yes, you dragged me into the whole thing. The
my
whole thing,
God.
like Vic and I were saying, though, is that how you report on these things is the take. But it wasn't that.
No.
It wasn't that. It was like a lot of things that black folks understand. And this is the part, I hate to talk in code, but everybody will get me. There are a lot of things that black folks organize, and then other folks take over it
Right.
at the end.
Right.
And we know what I'm talking about.
Well, we could go into music and explain.
So
shit like that.
that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm saying that
That happens.
That happens with any group, right? With any group, and black folks are just as diverse as Latinos and white folks.
Right.
They got idiots amongst the crowd too.
Everybody got an idiot in
So
their
the
race.
same folks that riot after the Lakers win the championship decided they would come on down to the protest.
Right. It's fun.
I'll break it down for you. It's the same folks who riot when the Lakers win a championship.
Right.
They got dressed. They got out of bed.
That's wrong.
And rode their funky ass out into the street. Okay,
Right.
to do what they do when the Lakers win a championship.
Right,
That's it.
exactly.
But the black folks that were out there doing what black folks do had nothing to do with that.
Right.
Okay, and then the same black folks that are out there protesting are the ones who are at home when the Lakers win
Exactly.
the championship.
Exactly.
It's a classism issue.
Right.
Let's just be honest about
yes.
that. It's a classism issue. And a distinction that every community, black folks no different, have elements within their community that are idiots.
I call them dirty human trash.
Yeah, exactly. So what people saw, don't let them take that. See, what we resent is that they will show you that and have you thinking that's what we are all like. And that's not what we're like. No, but we're always in the ends. And no offense, these are the same idiots we would have had to bust in the head ourselves.
Something,
Right?
yeah, that
and
we
a
were
different
doing.
situation.
Yeah.
Okay? These are the same ones. So I'm just being real. And everybody black knows what I'm talking about. Okay? So you had a protest that was a well-organized
and the
thing, and
Asians
then you had the
know,
Laker protesters come down.
And the
at
Asians
the
know,
end.
and the Latins know, and the whites know. I mean, every race can talk this way about their own kind.
Oh, and it wasn't just black folks down there.
Can talk about.
It
their own
wasn't
kind.
just black folks down there.
They were mad because
Yeah,
they were a day late because they got stumped by I call it the 10 freeway protesters.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
there was
that'll-
another
I
one
think
right on 10.
That
Let's talk
was
about
the day
that.
before. So whomever got this mobilization,
They
were
walked up to
late.
the freeway and
They're
stopped the
late.
freeway.
That's right. They were late. So they're playing catch up, and I'm going, that was yesterday. You should have been
Well,
there.
and what happened was they saw that on the TV yesterday.
That's
and
right.
They said, okay, tomorrow
Well,
we gonna do this.
Here's what's so bad, you guys. Since I rushed out in the car, I left my phone here in the studio. So I didn't get nothing on video.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor, who was with me, was shooting video everywhere. I was like, Taylor, like, we're riding, like, look at the police, get them. She's got the phone out the window,
That's a teenager, for those who
videotaping
don't
the
know.
police while we ride down the street. Now I'm going, Taylor. But we were cool because it was at that point, it wasn't even like that.
Right.
This is about 8:30.
Yep.
And it was still like a regular protest.
Yeah.
But the police were riding around like 8, 9 cars deep.
Right.
Just zooming through stuff. And there was nothing going on. Everybody was looking at them like, why are you doing all
Why
this?
are you doing
Of course, of course, our mobilization efforts, they're going to give you some bullshit. It is whatever you say it is, right?
Right.
But you do it all the time
Right. There
to
you go.
us. Like, okay, so we just saying, please forgive me if I don't welcome you with open arms. But I grew up here and you've never protected me.
Now, here's the part.
And made a big deal out of that, making sure I knew that.
Here's the part that they can't separate that you actually feel when you're down there. Didn't you feel you needed to leave? Not necessarily because
I knew
of
I
them.
needed to be right.
Nah, but for
Because
this
of the
reason.
police.
No. Let me tell you what I
Yeah.
felt. Let me tell you what I felt. I already knew about the police situation. That was there. You know what it was? He says, They're saying, I can't disseminate between the ones that are really taking care of business, driving through, trying to go home, versus the ones that's sitting up here acting a fool. And I said, I don't think they see that determination. So the first thing I was telling Huey, who we was riding for 2 blocks, I said, we only need to be on this street for a block because they won't determine the difference.
Okay, that's Vic. And I'll say it a different way. What Vic is saying, it takes a very talented individual to discern certain groups of black folks from the other groups of black folks. You have to be an expert in black people.
You can't do it.
And nobody but black people are an expert in black
right.
people. We ourselves are not.
Exactly. Or if you're a white person, call Bill. He knows the difference. Bill points out the niggas. That's really what happens. Bill can point out the niggas to you.
Wrong.
And Bill knows the black folks, and Bill knows the niggas. Let's just say it like that.
Right.
So for a lot of black folks, when we're out there, we can't tell it first.
Right.
See, because sometimes you look like a black person and you're really a nigga. Okay,
Exactly.
And by the way, folks who self-identify, believe them.
Right.
If people announce to you, "I am a nigga,"
They are
take them at their word.
That's right.
Take them at their word.
Right.
Go. I guess you are.
I've seen protests, and I can't remember the last one, but there was a friendly protest for those who were in the same area of the guys or the women or the group who were actually being enraged. And I remember the the police were on horseback. It got to, how you move
That
forward.
already makes it like a fight.
The person you could tell who was really on the organized group, they just got trampled, by the horse, because he wasn't there to determine you're the nice one, you're the one. The best rule is you don't want us to try to misidentify you. You're going to have to leave, not because we think you're the problem. You got some people that's some problems.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
And it's not all the black. See, this what we really resent is the characterization of our. Did my walk this morning.
Yeah.
You should have seen the black folks out watering their flowers and stuff. And everybody had a comment.
Right.
Yeah, see all the stuff, Crenshaw on the news again.
Right.
This is how they like to showcase us.
Right.
Here we go again. Because we resent the fact that we get characterized and the media will hype this up, present it their way.
Well,
but don't believe it. Don't believe it.
I tell you what. When you have Crenshaw, let them do a story in Crenshaw and say, let's go west of Crenshaw, just a block or two, and let's talk about this area historically on the east side of Leimert Park and give you a perspective of the type of community this is that also supports Leimert Park from this position, far as not only the economics, not only career, the type of individuals, programs, school institutions, all of it. You don't hear that. So all you hear is Leimert Park, Rally Center.
And I'm about to come with Leimert Park. I already got it. Leimert Park, LPFM. Now, you guys know that when the stuff started hitting, going crazy.
Right.
I was totally up at the console trying to decide what to do.
Yeah.
Because, we have low power FM. Yeah. And we specifically, even with our beta test, which is at 500 milliwatts, I can kick it up to 20 watts and get all the way through Leimert Park.
That's true. That's
just from right here.
Right.
Yeah.
All the way. Just with the kit I got off of Amazon.
Right.
Okay.
BMC said that he can't even tell the assholes in his own neighborhood, okay? And you got to leave because they'll scoop you up, okay? You've got to leave.
Oh, yeah. And then he also mentioned Ted Nugent, the famous rock singer, who said he wanted to bring, because he's been famous for killing 500 and something feral pigs on his property in Texas. He says he wants to come to South Central. He said he could solve.
He could what now?
He could solve something.
He could solve some problem because he killed 500 pigs.
Yeah, so he basically made a bunch of racist comments. I said, wow, he gets to say stuff like, I want to go to South. See, and I said, you old racist son of a bitch, bring your ass out here. You allowed to talk in Texas with your boys.
What did he just do?
Ted Nugent is an asshole of all time.
He just put himself on the meter reader. See, it's the part that he sits there and go like, you have been.
This is why people get inflamed.
Boom, you have been put right now on this meter reader. I think it's laughable. I really do. I think you think the worst of it is what you will do over here. You have just given those the powers to be to say, put him on file.
Well, there you go. Take a look here at RT.com. Leading front page link to the riots arrest in California. Right there showing you Crenshaw. Article on RT.com. It was only like 13 arrests as of like 11 or some 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now here's a video from here. They have a video.
Yeah, show that one. That looks exciting.
In the middle. Look at them. The guy in the white shirt.
2 blocks from my house. Essentially, 2 long city blocks of 5 short little.
Now, notice they're fighting each other. So that's the problem. What is that?
Sorry, take a right-hand turn.
I'm just saying, this is what allows.
Park your cars behind the foil.
This camera looks like it's sitting on one of those cranes up there on the stop.
Oh, you know they got. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole project.
Yeah, they got you too, DeVoe.
Now soon we'll have
Sure they did.
we'll have the subway.
Stop.
You know what I think is that it's amazing how we are so centrally located. Let's go look at some of the other ones. We are so centrally located. Let's go to YouTube, okay? Now check this out. Here's YouTube, okay?
Lamert Park has become famous in one
Look
day.
how many videos. I'm just going to scroll down. Look at all these videos.
Wow. This park has never had so much publicity in all of its life.
And they said, "Don't come down there today." They said, "Don't come down today." We go. I got it.
You gotta go down. Not just because
I'm
they said
close.
don't. You gotta
That's
go
like
down.
I said. Like it's the equivalent of 2 long city blocks.
That's all it is.
Downhill.
That's it.
That's it. Or 5 of these. It's really 5 little short little blocks.
Yeah.
In other
But that's
words,
why I say that's part of. We are part of this community.
Right.
Again, I know you all can tell that I'm incensed, and you can say, "Well, Mario's upset." I guess I'm upset at multiple things. I'm upset once again, allowing myself to be placed in a situation where the forces that be can take advantage of me, i.e. the police and the situation. I'm irritated that, once again, something is corrupted by the idiot elements. You know, which is another whole discussion of us from the 60s when we were involved in organizing. People always said if you wanted to get somewhere with the organization, you need to go down to Crenshaw and take out a bunch of the brothers. Now you have a chance.
wow.
See, this is the kind of talk that went down in the radical 60s. Because as black folks, we all knew that there was an element that stood in the way of our progress. And as the Revolutionary Brothers back then considered it a sign of war. As happens in any other country, and people die.
Wow.
And so this is why it's so sad, because it brings back to me those memories of all those things. This is what goes on, too, in countries today under protest.
Right.
Know that this is what's happening in Egypt,
Exactly.
right? It's who you going to eat with. Oh, we saw you with Chacha. Get he was with Chacha. You wanted to dead.
that's
See, this is
sad.
why, because it makes you choose up these sides, and it's just so distressing, you
And
guys.
we all just need to love each other.
Exactly, and I feel bad that I'm mad because my madness is floating. You know, it's like a floating
It's
madness.
all over the place now.
Yeah, that's why people go out now. Now you know if you go out in the neighborhood, it's gonna be tense, right?
Yep. It sure is.
I still, for me, and I understand it. They say it starts at home. When they say home, I don't mean a house. It could be a community.
Mm-hmm.
It could,
That's really what it means.
The first thing I ask, I always say this: can the people involved be smarter? That's all I ask. I
That's
start
what-
there. If after that, everything else, I
Well,
want
they
due
can,
process.
but those are the ones that went home. That's what we were saying.
Exactly.
See,
Because after I rode around, okay, I'm not stupid. Okay, and I'm riding around, and the LAPD got, what did they say they had?
70
70
cars.
70 cars in my neighborhood. 70.
Probably had more.
Okay, and I'm looking up, and they've had like 7 to 8 helicopters going round the
Yes.
clock
For one
for
park.
3 days.
For 3 days, they wasted a bunch of
For
gas.
3
on that.
days.
Yeah.
Just burning up your gas, okay? Okay, trying to keeping us up.
PMC said peace and love. Okay, let's try to take a breath.
All right,
Love,
watch
Mario.
this. I'm just saying, y'all. I
All
want.
breathe. Thank you, PMC.
It's all fucking system. It's fucking racist. Fuck yeah. Yeah, let's go.
That's right. All right.
Here's the white folks protesting. See what I'm saying?
You got your hoodie on after Trayvon Martin. How you feel about that,
He
young
got
man?
all shy with the camera.
Bad? Tell me why you feel bad.
Because they shouldn't have let him out because he killed the man.
That was a young boy. He was
That's
only
right.
17 years old. And they let him off. If it would have been somebody else, a black boy killed a white kid, and then got probably double life sentence. That ain't fair.
And these are
Oh, cute. Wow.
these are brothers like us out there reporting. Thank you, Vic, for not going out there. You know, it's the equipment. It's the equipment, man. I got the new stun guns in, though.
Wait, they put some music to the video. Check it out.
I got the new stun guns in.
No, that's somebody who's nearby playing.
Oh. That's the music company.
This is like, again, we the community. So let's watch the news on YouTube so you can get a different view.
No, they say there's a rumor going around. They say, you know who the real protesters are?
Who?
The ones who carry boards that are writing and displaying information, and the ones that disrupt don't carry anything, just use their legs.
No.
Right. That's it.
Whatever they were beating the cars with was ridiculous.
Like I said, remember I told you how in the revolutionary days, this was discussed. You can't win. You can't take everybody with you. That's the problem. You want to, but you can't.
Max said, you know what he really feels sorry for? A whole lot of white people who will get hurt through not the fault of their own. Think of
look
the
at
white
these
parents
kids
who have sent their kids to inner city schools.
I don't want to lose them. These are our support in our community too.
Exactly. And well, you guys remember, I don't know if you saw last night, the Dream Team in Florida, the one they formulated called the Dream Team. You haven't heard about it yet?
I knew for sure that they was gonna arrest
Obviously not.
No, dude.
Well, anyways, got a little coalition going on down in Florida. They're marching up to the governors.
Oh, good luck in Florida.
Yeah.
They make this kind of shit an art form. That's why they have the laws. Because those are the places where they specifically, the laws are there to allow white folks left over from the past to kill black people. That's why they had the laws.
Yeah.
No offense.
Very
and they know it. It's not a secret. This was the culture. We're killing black folks for so long, it's not even news.
Wow.
Yeah, we just gotta be smart. People gotta be smart.
PMC said he's gonna get some video of one of his former co-workers who worked with the Peace Corps. He agreed to give them the perspective on Egypt. That's gonna be deep. You'll share it with us, PMC, I'm sure.
But you know, like I said,
where's Trevon?
Because you white don't make you an enemy. See, that's why we got to be cautious. You got, this is why it's a disease. Because it'll make you angry, and you got to be angry at the right people. And some of them are white, and some of them are black.
Right, exactly. But the Dream Team last night was on the news, and they were saying that it's not really white and black. It's about youth, because they really are white, black, Puerto Rican. They're on the youth. He was really stressing that about Florida. You know, they give them a hard time.
Man, I'm just telling you, Florida, y'all can go down there. I go there to visit my family who I love.
And then come right back home.
That's all I'm saying.
That's how I do it too.
It's like Texas. If you ain't in Austin, I don't know. I don't know. Wow. And they're proud of it. Go ask them.
Okay.
You have to say these communities are places where the people are proud of their history. They will tell you in a minute.
No justice, no peace. We run these streets. Niggas, what's up, baby daddies? You the baby daddy too.
Okay, now he's throwing up the gang stuff, right?
Yeah, so now,
he got hyped up.
See, here we go. See what I'm saying?
He was cool
right.
Then
See,
he just started hype up.
Because now, see, he's all turns into bullshit.
Okay, flapping his arms. Calm down, my brother. Calm down.
Right. See what I'm saying? See,
you know, he was a young African American just like me, you know, the kid then. You know, he wouldn't have been out innocent, so you know, I don't feel like
notice the people that are out in the street.
Sometime, man, I just want my voice to be heard.
Well, it's been heard, my friend.
All right. Well, you guys, we gave you our perspective. We live in that community.
Where are Trayvon's parents? Have they said
went
anything?
to church.
Oh, yeah.
They did. They went to church. They're very,
they're
spiritual people.
Probably because they could have been in front of the rally. You know what I mean? But they weren't part of it at all.
They conducted themselves admirably. That's what I would say. Under the conditions that which they're just thinking of the loss of their son. You know how long it's going to take before they have to get used to not having their son around. It takes time. It takes and it's just hard.
The PMC said, they're reserved.
Yeah. That's when it all gets lost.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, the story becomes bigger than, it's big over here. And I said, look at the family now. Sit down in the living room with them, and talk to them face to face.
And to tell you the truth, like I said, when you step back and really calm yourself, again, you start to recognize that there's always the victims around the tragedy. It's like you don't think about it till you sit and watch Jeffrey Dahmer's father.
Right.
Talk about his son. You realize that when people do deeds, they are hurting people on their family.
Right.
You know, you could be a mass murderer, then think about their mother, who may not have done anything wrong in their life, tried to raise this child. Who knows why you crazy and do these things.
Well, born dysfunctional.
Yeah, and the other siblings, but you see this. You see the tragedy that occurs to the other people that are also impacted. And that's sad, too. You don't think of it at first because you're so angry.
Right.
But it's still somebody's mother suffers now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that, again, is sad.
PMC said that he thinks of the black community also rallying around and support Trayvon's friend, Rachel Jenkins.
She was, if it's the same person, I think he's referring
that they kind of
put on the court stand at one point.
When you listen to her, now I'm going to give props to this guy because that's who was interviewing her. That's Piers Morgan. Nothing like, really nothing like the person that was on the stand. And she was explaining the condition of how she speaks, how she needed to get surgery because of her jaw. And she says, there's just things there's a medical history that deals with what she's dealing with. So when people looked at her on the surface, saw her talking, the first thing you went to is the predictable
ignorant.
And when you listen to her talk, for this woman being the age she is after the one-on-one with Piers Morgan, it'll change you. It'll change you.
PMC says she's a ride or die kind of friend.
Yeah,
that we all need in our lives.
Yeah, young woman on the flashpoint of being the one who says, I'm the one here. And she couldn't attend the funeral because she's saying, 1 minute you sitting up there to imagine you talking to someone on the phone, then they're gone. They're gone.
No.
They're gone.
Hey, I don't attend funerals.
Yeah, I know.
And I
have a bunch of friends who don't like them, who don't like them because
I don't. Because why would I want to remember him or her in a box?
Yeah.
That would be
and again, that's why everybody's so different. It's just like I don't really like grave sites because I never feel like they're there.
They're there.
Me neither.
I feel like that's where you put something, but I feel like they're here.
Right.
I always tell people my father feels like he did when I went away to college and I was in D.C. and my dad was here in L.A.
Right.
There was a feeling because you were separated by thousands of miles.
Right.
But you could sort of feel that they were there. That's what my father feels like today to me.
Yeah.
That's
He's just farther away, but I still could feel like he's over there.
Yeah.
Because they're just on vacation over there.
Nice.
They'll soon be back.
Yeah.
Reincarnation.
Well, there you go. A moment of rest upon the wind, and another woman shall bear me. So...
I need something happy.
That's why we're going to move toward love. We're going to move toward love. I was trying to think of the segue.
Well, hurry up. We need it.
We do need to move toward love and cherish love. And you know what I was thinking? That it's times like this when you really, really do cherish things like love. So there was a song I wanted to get for you guys, and it took me on a journey.
I'm a little scared now.
No, because it's Randy Crawford. I want to show you the album. The album's entitled Raw Silk. Okay? The album's entitled Raw Silk.
I have to comment on that album cover.
Yes. Go on and comment.
It's not flattering.
Well,
all.
Well, this is an album cover. Now, remember, the style was a little different. Actually, you probably can relate. Because that's 1979.
I can't believe he said you can't relate.
It's 1979.
It's probably why I'm not feeling this, because I am a 70s girl. I've got 70s on today.
They were into those peasant dresses.
This isn't good for 70s.
Take a look, you guys. Some of us don't mind it.
I don't know.
Take a look.
It's like they didn't try very hard to.
Okay. Well.
All right. Next, play the song.
Okay. The whole point is that this
her
very
voice is awesome, right?
Right. This very, very famous album. I wanted to play a track for you guys, and lo and behold, I went searching, and it's nowhere. It's not on YouTube. It's nothing.
So you gotta correct that.
Well, I actually found it on some other ways, and now that I do have it, but it's a song about love. So let's enjoy this song, and let's think about maybe the fact that sometimes these things lead on to things of beauty when people come together, society moves forward. you find each other. You know, some people come together at a protest.
That's right.
And let's think about the beauty that can come out of struggle, because there is beauty that comes out of struggle every day. And people find themselves and learn to struggle together every day in ways that are beautiful. Okay, and reaffirming of this journey that we are all about, and that it is about that journey, ultimately. So here is the song, Love is Like a Newborn Child. You know, that was Randy Crawford, Love is Like a Newborn Child. At the end of things like that, because again, remember, we recognize that we are imperfect beings, so we get angry and hostile. But with the right kind of a spiritual attitude, we can get that in check, right? And become better beings, you know? Because I often get angry and say things and go, I want to be a better man than that. So that's why we play music like this, to remind us that we can just strive to be more human, more loving every day. And if we strive hard enough, we will get there.
PMC said, good choice, Mario.
This song right here was suggested by PMC. Thank you, PMC.
You need to play this song and dedicate it to the guy that was hollering out the gang signs and, you know, the calls and stuff.
Yeah. Earth, Wind and Fire.
PMC said one of his favorite songs.
Well, he's the one who suggested it, and it was a right-on suggestion.
Yeah.
And don't forget, tonight at 8 p.m. we will be having The Quiet Storm. We're going to be featuring a new artist tonight. I left my notes in the house. Robert Glasper. You're going to love this. He's been collaborating with everybody. Keyboard player. We're going to be playing songs where Erykah Badu is a guest vocalist.
Oh, good. Cool.
You know, Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
Bilal.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
There's a bunch of folks recording with him, and we're going to be playing a bunch of that stuff tonight, along with other things on The Quiet Storm. Vic, how you coming? Oh, you know, I never did get a chance to, at least, let me just tell you the other announcement, you guys, because we didn't actually get a chance. The Local Zone's latest videos are up there. You got to check it out. We got Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick.
Bam.
At the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza.
There you go, man. There you go.
And that's a good one for us to do too, if you want, Vic.
Yeah.
But you would have to tell me what to play. We jumped right into the topic this morning because it was so heated that I didn't do any of the normal announcements and everything.
You're very emotional behind this.
Yes, DeVoe started it.
I've been more quiet in this show than I have ever been.
Yeah, she has. She has.
Ever.
She's been toned down.
Ever.
That's cool.
So we did do the normal announcements, but that was one of the announcements because I hate to neglect this video series. It's a wonderful series live at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza. It's actually one of the series that gets us the most attention because it's right down here in the same place, right? Where the police were.
Right.
Exactly.
Right down there.
Yep.
Same neighborhood.
All of it around.
Concert. Vic did it. Went down there, again, unarmed into the community.
I come armed.
Only with a camera.
That's right. That's right. Knowledge is king.
And camera is power.
That's right. And a video is just a moment in time.
That's right.
But Vic, because we actually could play one before we do the hot picks.
It's up to you if you want to.
I mean, not the hot picks, the new sports.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to do one. I mean, it's cool. You could do the short one with when Dougie the beatbox. That's the short one. It's only like 2.5, 3 minutes.
That sounds
okay.
like fun.
Yeah.
Here it is. Once again, appreciate this one. Victor Allen. And then we'll be right back with New Sports. Then hot picks.
Walk down the history road, doggy. Go, doggy.
kid. New York in here, alright, y'all? East Coast, West Coast. We love you, know what I'm saying, kid? Hold your head, keep your morals and your principles, alright, fam? Hold down your wife. Hold down your husband, alright? Keep the principles alive. If you agree, we make some noise! And to my gay lesbian family, hold your head, alright? We got you, alright?
Sir.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Great, Max said. Yeah. PMC so impressed. Wow. Didn't lose none of his skills, huh, PMC? Yep.
Oh yeah, you're right, PMC.
The harmonics.
The harmonica thing, when he did that, I have to admit, he jumped it off. He dumped it off a little bit and a little bit extra. And,
so remind me tomorrow, Vic, we have to play another one. We just got all heated up.
Yeah.
Because I definitely wanted to feature one a day.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mario.
Yeah.
You
got
heated up. Don't say we. Me and Victor watched you get heated up.
Girl, you didn't get no heat. I know so. You know, when you get older, I got to work harder for it.
Hey, I'm telling you.
You think, well, it used to get heat in the whole days, don't get heat today. I got to come.
Wrong.
They're like...
That's cool. Thanks, Mac, man. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
thanks,
it. I enjoy shooting the video. I know they're in a different conversation now. Want to give some shout outs to somebody too, but before we move on, because it's very important that we're going to have an author, writer, artist, performer. This woman is beautiful, Sophia Janelle Taylor. She's going to drop by tomorrow. I have to make sure I send out that blast and let her know. You know, she's big time. She's returning.
She's the one who did the Rehab in the Hood series.
#1 in Flint, Michigan right now.
And she's an artist. She's an, E-woman alert.
Right.
She's fine. She's got a wonderful attitude. She's an entrepreneur. She did a whole show about rehab in the hood. I believe it's in Michigan. I believe where she's rehab. It might be Flint.
Right.
Where she talking about rehabbing the inner cities, buying cheap properties, rehabbing them. Plus, she's an artist.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we like her.
Yeah.
Go look at the old videos. They're up there. Yeah, she brings it, and she's a sweetheart, too. So you guys will love her.
And to know her lineage, she is the sister of Van Johnson, who performed with Yanni.
That's right.
So you have to think about it. She's on a different track. So
Van is well known.
She's
talented, talented family.
Talented.
So wanted to give a love out.
And fine. They all fine.
Yes, and give a shout out to you. So I owe you a follow-up because I know she's waiting patiently. I will send you that link so you can blast it. She can't wait to send out that blast. I got you on this. I know
we can put so you see she should get like a link on the homepage too.
Yes.
And when I do the you guys, I'm doing the blog post now with the show's metadata. We're posting that as blog post now.
Right.
Getting more organized, and so we think that's going good.
Yeah. Max said, "Remember the video well produced."
Thank you, man.
Remembers the video well produced.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, so we'll see her tomorrow then. Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
it's that time.
That's right, and with the new visual aids.
New visual aids.
That's cool.